So you are curious about working from home. Maybe you are getting started as a virtual assistant or looking to specialize in Pinterest, and you are thinking about your current scenario, and you can tell me if this sounds familiar to you. You do not have a network, you don't have an audience built anywhere. All of these things that you hear about with having an online business, you know that you don't have any of those. No website, no email list, no Facebook group. You are starting from nothing. Well, I wanted to come and talk to you about that today because that's exactly where I found myself when I started my online business. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jenna. I started my online business in 2017 when I quit on a whim teaching and did not have a plan. I ended up saying, I'm going to figure out a way to make a couple of $1,000s from home. That way I don't have to go get a job outside of the home. I wanted to stay at home with my girls. And so I decided I would be a general virtual assistant. I would do whatever I could to help women behind the scenes in their business to make their lives easier. And I was able to get my first client within 2 weeks. And then within that first month, so about another 2 weeks, I landed my second client. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today because I feel like there is this preconceived notion that you need to have all of this stuff before you can make sales, get clients, and make money online. People hear a lot about funnels and websites and just all of this jargon and these catchphrases and all this tech stuff that it can make you feel like if you don't have a brand and the pretty website and all the photos and an email list and you already have all the connections and do all the things that you are not going to be able to have an online business. And I want to just kind of put that myth to rest for you today. I plan on making several more videos and making this a series. So if you're looking for real action steps that you can take, make sure you come back and join me because we are going to be really digging into this. In addition, any questions that you have, let me know down in the comments. That way I can answer those for you either here live now or I can put it into another video when I see the comment, all right? So I got my first two clients within that first month, and I have gone on to be able to continue to work from home, grow my business. And in the last several years, I've also helped many other women start their Pinterest virtual assistant business. And I have been able to help them book out their business within 3 months, be able to raise their prices. I've helped people that had no experience doing anything like this land their first client within their first 30, 60, 90 days, just depending on what their situation was. And so today I really wanted to focus on how those people differ from those who are given the same opportunities and the same, set of action steps to take and they don't get the client. Okay, so what is the difference between those two sets of people? And basically, what it boils down to is the people that were able to take the steps that I myself used to, land two clients in my first month, not having a clue or a network or any audience whatsoever, and the people that used those same steps in my program, the Pinternship, were able to get the same type of results and those who didn't. Okay, so the ones that looked at the action steps, they learned how to kind of walk through everything and they kept doing it. Okay, they kept going and putting themselves out there, they kept making new connections, they just found people to genuinely connect with. They actually took the steps to build the network and the audience that they were missing. Okay, they didn't do it by building followers on Instagram and just worry about posting and getting likes and views on reels and videos and TikToks. They genuinely connected with people. Okay, so the other people that, again, they were given the same information, all of the same action steps, they were the ones that honestly they held themselves back. They wanted to continue to learn, and so they kept putting off taking action. They wanted to know more. They wanted to know exactly how to do this or that. They felt like they had to achieve this goal with some amount of knowledge before they could have a conversation with someone, before they could really let people know, hey, this is my business, this is what I'm doing, and this is how I help people. They really just continued to hold themselves back from actually taking the action that was necessary to get the results. Okay, so again, if you're looking for the action steps, we're going to be talking about that. So make sure that you come back. This is going to be something that we will continue to talk about, but I just wanted to be really, really clear that the people that are getting results are taking actions and they are taking those action steps consistently. Okay, You do not have to wait until you have a Facebook group. You do not have to wait until you have an email list or a website. You do not have to wait until you are the most knowledgeable person on Pinterest or whatever else it is that you are looking to help people with. You need to make sure that you are putting yourself out there consistently and connecting with people, starting conversations, letting people know what you do, how you help, how you serve others. Share your knowledge freely, and it will come back to you in the form of getting referrals of, oh my gosh, the most referrals that I've gotten have been from people that I've just done free audits and strategy sessions, which is exactly why that's one of the first things that I teach you in the Pinternship, which is my membership to teach you how to launch your Pinterest virtual assistant business from scratch. Or if you're a current virtual assistant, it will help you get specialized and know exactly what you need to do and how to onboard people. But the biggest piece of the program that people have raved about for years is the support in getting clients and teaching you how do you do this with no network, with no audience, without making reels and TikToks and just waiting for something to go viral. And it's you show up and you serve people and you connect with them. The people that have gone through my program who have not been successful with this are the ones that are not having the conversations. Okay. I give you resources to keep up with the conversations that you're having, where those conversations are coming from. I give you a list of groups as to where you can go and find people to start talking with. Okay. So it's all laid out. The difference in the ones that make it and the ones that don't are the ones that take the action. I want you to just be really, really clear on that is that you need to make sure that you're not waiting to learn the next steps or waiting to feel like an expert. You need to make sure that you're putting yourself out there and taking action and just starting to build your own network and your own audience from the very beginning. That's how people are getting those results of landing their first client, second client, third client in that first 30 to 60 to 90 days. I have a client who came in and within the first 3 months, she specialized in Pinterest as she did actually have a business, so I always very upfront with that. She was not starting completely from scratch, but she was pivoting, specializing in Pinterest, and she was able to book out her business and raise her rates within the first 3 months of specializing in Pinterest services because she put herself out there. She did not wait to feel like an expert or to feel a certain way to actually go out there and consistently repeat those action steps. This is not something that's going to take you hours a day if you're looking for a side hustle. The action steps of starting your business, of finding clients, and providing the services are all something you can very much do in a couple of hours a week. And so that is going to be completely on your schedule. The way that I have everything set up with what I teach in the Pinternship is 30 minutes a day of networking and having conversations. You can break that up throughout the day. I suggest that you do that. This does not need to be your full time job. You can definitely do this if you have kids at home. It is not a ton of phone calls. Most everything that I do is actually via Facebook Messenger. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in learning more about, put all your questions down below in the comments. We can chat and see if the Pinternship is a good fit for you, or I have a lot of other resources if you're looking to just focus on getting clients and how to do that in this online space. But make sure that you come back because we are going to be digging into, where do you go when you don't have an audience and a network? What do you do? And just really kind of digging into each piece of this. So make sure that you keep your notifications on. I'll be popping back on over the remainder of the year and into the new year. And I want to make sure that you are well informed about your ability to create your own network, create your own audience, and really build your online business from scratch. And it's not something that you have to wait to do. You can start landing